Hello everyone, I'm George Taylor from ImagiNERDing, coming to you from the Epcot parking lot. And it's beginning of September. From what I understand, most everything at Epcot is closed. No, not quite. But they're making all the changes to Future World, and just want to document it. Take a look and bring you along for the journey. So let's go check out and see what Epcot with lots of walls looks like. Already we can see the main entrance is a little bit different. They've got some of the green walls. And I'm not sure where the trams are actually going. Oh, the trams are letting out right here, which is still pretty far away from the center, from Epcot Center, from the entrance. Huh. Yeah, that is pretty far away. So you can see the mission space. The new Guardians coaster, they're working on it. The color scheme looks pretty cool. But all of this is now changed. Crazy. Made it safely past security, and you can see they've got the park entrance walls up over here, closing down a lot of what you can see. Let's get into the park. Made it inside of Epcot proper. And you can see they've got walls up on the other side. And all of the monuments are gone over here. But they still haven't really fixed the ground. And I will say, when you leave here at night and they've got the lights on, it is kind of bright in your face when you're walking. So they've reduced the entrance corridor by half right now with all the walls. And we might get some rain. Gateway Gifts and the Camera Center are going to close. Not sure when at this point in time. But hey, Spaceship Earth is running. Always a good sign. The first wall that we run into is around the Fountain of Nations, Fountain View, and Club Cool. So we'll walk around this area to see what else is boarded up. Because we know that Mouse Gear and the Electric Umbrella are going to be closing at some point. They've already closed Club Cool and the Fountain View. You can see me in the reflection. But they changed the character meet and greet spot here in the breezeway. Exciting changes are coming to Epcot. Mickey and friends will continue to meet across the breezeway, which means across the way where Baymax and Joy and Sadness are located at the character spot. It's kind of weird. Looks like they got trash bags covering the windows, but not quite. They don't have a centerpiece up yet, but the lines have already started for food and wine. So yeah, these areas look nice over here, I think.
Sweatband. She has a sweatband, Sissy.
And then the backside is blocked off as well. It's part of the transformation. We're reimagining the future of Club Cool. Here we are on the opposite side of Club Cool, and there are walls and benches set up. So what's right in front of me, to the left of Mouse Gear, the left on the computer screen, that's the only way to get through to Epcot, well, World Showcase, excuse me, without going around and through the breezeways of the former Communicore buildings. That's a lot of walls. More walls covering, wow, that's windy today. More walls covering what was the family play zone, which they've got signs up saying you still get to the family play zone. And I'm assuming you have to go through mouse gear to get there. Wow, lots of walls, lots of fencing. So we've got the World of Motion in front of us and the Odyssey right over there. Big giant sinkhole in front of us. And more construction fences on our left side. Yes. We've got double rows of construction fences. An inception of construction fences. I don't know if you guys can make out the Guardians coaster building in the back there. Of course, it's painted the sky blue that they typically use here in Florida to hide buildings. And as we move, there's some construction going on the Odyssey as well. Sometime last year, they painted the Odyssey, gave it a crisp, bright white, as well as the walkway. Spiffed it up a little bit, which made us think it was going to be open soon. But there's something that I like to see. The front side says baby services with first aid. Let's go take a look at the back side. I'll show a picture, I've got one, but you can see it says baby services with a woman holding a baby and first aid. So they haven't changed the back side of that sign. Oh, got some color here on the Odyssey. And some scrim work going up, but not painted scrim work, just the gray like the building, but you can still see it. And it looks like they've got the cool wash shuttered. And more walls. So they do have the playground, the family playground. You can still get to it, but I'm assuming you've got to come in through mouse gear to get in. Yes, got to come in right through mouse gear. So I'm in line for the pass holder magnet, which now looks like it's, I don't know where it is. I'm just following the line. There's a lot of people here. All right, so I've got the new pass holder magnet. Minnie Mouse as a chef, very cute. Once you have 4 different visits at Epcot, of course, remember, then you get the coasters. Last year I got the cutting board, which I haven't used, it's too cute to use. But let's go check out some more construction walls. Hey, behind the stage they got these bushes, which means don't go. Of course, more walls, and then this poor little Joffrey is all by itself. And there is the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. You can see from here they're tearing apart the building. Oh, and they've started, I guess that's testing paint colors. Ah. So the first upside down L, I don't know what those would be called, is painted a coppery color, which sort of fits the Guardians aesthetic. I guess they're testing a color, or I'm completely wrong and that is just a primer of some sort. But the fact that they're painting, that's interesting. You can see they've torn off the top of the building, and behind it you can see that there is some of the Guardians show building like we mentioned. It is that sky blue color to help it disappear. And here comes a monorail. We'll stop and wave at the monorail. Hello! Happy monorail people. They are packed in there. And they got to see some of the inside construction here. All right, let's go over to see what the Wonders of Life looks like. Of course, we can't really see over the wall. I'm assuming that building is mostly gutted at this point in time. From way back here, you can almost see inside the building. It does look like it's gutted. Off to the sides of the Guardian, the old Communicore area. I know, not that. More construction walls, and they're doing some shoveling, I think, back there. And some construction. I don't know if you can hear it over the music. Outside of Test Track, more walls and more walls and more walls, but not narwhals. Back where the restrooms are, more walls, but at least you can get to the bathroom still. They haven't knocked those off yet. As you enter the park, your only choices to proceed to World Showcase are to follow the left-hand side around the wall around the former Found Them Nations towards Mouse Gear and head all the way around a very tight corridor. This is going to be a mess, I'm assuming, after Illuminations lets out. Of course, you can head through the breezeways on either side to get to those parts of Future World, but for right now, it's this small walkway to get through. I come back a lot here on some of my visits. This is the old World Key kiosks, the second and final location of the World Key kiosks that they boarded up here. I'll post a link, I think, to the article that I done on the World Key kiosks, because it's a construction wall. It's been up for a while, but it does lead us to the construction wall outside of guest relations. And you've got another wall that frames Spaceship Earth so beautifully, don't you agree? A lot of changes coming to Epcot Center, and I haven't really investigated them enough to know what's coming. I'm assuming they're going to be expanded character options. Shopping options are going to be embiggened. Love The Simpsons. There are going to be a lot of changes. And as you head under Spaceship Earth, with Gateway Gifts on the right and the Camera Center on the left, those are all changing as well. I think a pin trading station is going to be one of them. You can see more walls underneath. Back by the stroller and ECV rentals, you can see the exit, but you can't get out this way. More walls around this side of Epcot, of the entrance, the entry plaza. Oh wow, they're doing a lot of digging. I think through part of that, the netting. A lot of construction. Fountain's still there. I don't think you can see it though. Again, this is going to be a mess leaving after Illuminations, I can guarantee you. I don't think my magic band's going to work on that lock.
Have a good day. Take care.
That was odd, because that security line right there, they take you through the back of it to exit the park, which was kind of strange in and of itself, because you're mixing them in with all the people coming in. It was very weird, and nobody knew where to go. I'm not sure why they're not using these. Oh yeah, they moved that security gate I came in a while ago, and now they've completely turned it over there. Huh. Very strange. Still a lot of walls. I found a shady spot to hide out for a few moments before I head back to my car so I can do this video, because it is a mess trying to record and walk through the stream of people that are coming and going to Epcot Center. There are a lot of construction walls. It's going to make it tight entering and leaving Epcot, especially after illuminations. But I think a lot of good changes are going to happen. You know, they released a lot at D23, so there's a lot of information that's been out there. Some of it will change, of course, but I like the way it's looking so far. I'll wait to see a little bit more information before I make a final decision about it as well. I hope you enjoyed this quick look at some of the construction walls here at Epcot, so you get an idea of what it's like during your next trip before they finish all of this mess. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the changes coming to Epcot. I would love to hear from you. I'm George Taylor from ImagiNERDing, and I hope to see you in the parks.